Coverage of the 2015 U.S. Youth Soccer 2015 Region 2 Championships brought to you by the Turbo Sports Group, Capri Sun, Kohl's, Liberty Mutual, Mango.org, Nestle, Nike, Olive Garden, Sports Authority, and Wilson. All right.
And a very warm welcome from Boise, Idaho. We're at the Simplot Sports Complex for the U.S. Youth Soccer Region 4 Championship. It's the regional championship in the National Championship Series. And this match is a U15 boys match that will feature Surf Aguilar Black out of California, home based in San Diego with head coach Hector Aguilar. And they'll be taking on the Sereno West Chelsea. They're out of Phoenix, Arizona. Head coach is Benjamin Morales, assisted by Tim Schicky. We're going to go through the starters here. You'll see them lining up momentarily and taking the pitch. Appreciate Kyle, our producer. Our cameramen are ready to roll, and the crowd is gathering. We're in this complex right now. 5 regional championship matches are taking place, 5 more to follow, and you're a big part of it. We're glad you're here with us to join the action. First of all, for Surf Aguilar, let's look at the starters. Starting in goal is 01, Jacob Jackson. Forward, number 3 is Oscar Aguilar. Also, a defender, number 8, in black is Jorge Gijon. And number 9 is Julian Castro. He's a forward. At defender, number 11, Leonardo Gasca. Number 13, at defender. A forward, number 15, Lance Sally. Number 17, Angel Leon, a defender. Number 18 is Aiden Osborne, a midfielder. Jonathan Rebolledo, wearing number 19 in the midfield. Out the starters for the Surf Aguilar team wearing black is number 21, Jose Valenzuela, a defender. Let's talk about the starters now for Sereno West. The Chelsea team, they're out of Phoenix, Arizona, as we said. In the goal is going to be 00, Alan Cazares Herrera. Number 1, a defender, is Eliud. Number 2, a midfielder, is Misael Moreno. Number 3 is a defender, Alessandro De Leon. Number 5 in the midfield, Christopher Artiega Osores. Number 6, playing for goals, is Brian Aceves Reyes. Number 9 is Brian Hernandez. Richie Chacon, number 11, is a starter at midfield. And this team wearing white. They'll have the black or navy blue numbers. Wearing number 14, 2 names that are almost identical here. 14 and 15 are both pronounced Giovanni Rodriguez. We're going to go with Giovanni for number 14 and Rodriguez for 15. Giovanni, number 14, will play in the midfield. He's a holding midfielder. And number 15, Rodriguez Giovanni, he's forward. Number 16, Anthony Diaz, and he's in the midfield position. Number 21, rounding out the starters with 5 goals in this tournament, Herman Lopez Ortiz, a forward. As you see the teams take the pitch, let's talk a little bit about how they got here. This Surf Aguilar team comes in pool play. They were 2-0-1. They did have a tie in pool play. That was against Players Elite out of Nevada. Players SC Elite, a 2-2 draw. They scored 6 goals in their very first and ended pool play at 2-0-1. In the quarterfinals, they took on a Sherman Oaks Extreme LAFA California from Southern California, and they won 2-1 in the quarters. The semifinal, tighter match, went extra time. No score there. They went to PKs, and they defeated Rio Rapids SC out of New Mexico. That put them in this match, taking on Sereno West. You see the teams in the sun, facing the sun, and getting the applause of the crowd on the far side, and a few folks gathering around in the heat of the day. Temperature's supposed to be in the low 100s here in Boise, and these players will feel the brunt of that here very shortly. Let's look at how the Sereno West team got here with a perfect pool play. They went undefeated in their 3 matches. In quarter-final play, they defeated Players SC Elite from Nevada 3-1. In the semis, it was a 2-0 win over Capital FC Timbers out of Oregon. This team has scored at least 2 goals in every match, and they feature 4 of the top 10 scorers in this U15 boys division. 2 years ago, this team, Sereno West, was in Hawaii. They made it to the semifinals. Last year, they made it to the finals in Region 4 in New Mexico. And obviously this year their goal is to take home the championship here at Region 4. Both these teams gathering up right now before the see both coaches very cooperative in helping us out with starting lineups. We appreciate that. Game officials, head referee is Julian Arias. Bennett Savage and will be the assistant referees on the sideline. And our big helper right here, the fourth official right here in front of us, will be Tony Johnson. He'll help us out with the details of the game. So as the teams get ready to take the pitch, officials checking the netting of the goal. I'm sure they're checking the inflation level of the ball, make sure it's correct. And we're ready for regional championship matchup here. Once again, this is Region 4, the Far West region. We were at the championships in Appleton, Wisconsin. That was the Midwest Championships of Region 2 on that was last Wednesday. So here we go as the teams step out. It'll be the team in white. That is Sereno West. They will have possession to start this match. And out in the center of the pitch, looks like it's going to be Reyes. And we'll pick up the other number there in just a moment. Reyes gathering there is back to us. You see the starters once again. Once again, two names exactly the same. Giovanni Rodriguez, 14, and wearing number 15. So we're going to call Giovanni 14 and Rodriguez number 15. Ball sent back to the defenders as they start with some possession there. Who sends to the middle. It's taken away immediately by Surf Aguilar. Osborne working around in the midfield, taken away again. Back and forth we go as we just get underway. Once again, this time taken away by Rebolledo. Ball sent out, a little push in the back. And the play continues. Ball in the midfield. Got a little bit of space there, but put it right to the feet of the defender. Working across now is Castro. Ball to the back. That will be De Leon. Ball going back and forth. Neither team really being able to put together two or three passes as the ball is going back and forth from each team. Kick put into play. Keeper for the Sereno West is Herrera. Ball up. That's going to be Rodriguez working it in. He gets the ball right back. He takes it to the right side of the box. He works his way to the line. It's going to be off the defense. It'll be a corner. That'll be our first corner here in the first minutes of this match. Championship match. U15 boys, Sereno West versus Surf Aguilar. And the ball going way behind the keeper as chased down there, be brought back. Setting up for the first corner of this match. We'll get the number of the player who will set it in motion. Looks like that's going to be number 11, Richie Chacon. Chacon puts it high in the air. It's going to be a little bit longer than would have been ideal in that situation. It goes through the picked up on the far side. That's going to be Zatarain who works it back out, back into the box, headed away. Nice foot there by the defense and racing for it, coming down this near side. That's going to be Castro. Faces up, tries to send a through ball to the streaking number 15, Lance Sally. However, a little bit too much picked up by the keeper, Herrera. He puts it in play. Ball deep headed. Ball right in the middle of the circle. Ball worked around by Surf Aguilar. Once again, Surf Aguilar in the all black. The white trim around the numbers. Really now a little bit more possession than we've seen thus far. And that's going to be Gijon. Jorge Gijon. Now sent back to the defense. Trying to work on time of possession here a little bit as Garcia loses it. And now they'll go the other way with Sereno West. A little space here on the near side as they bring it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the wing. His brother Giovanni Rodriguez, same name in the middle. Crack at it from the just outside the box, and it's off to the left. I believe that was Oliver Moya with that shot outside the box with the right foot, slicing it on the left-hand side of the post. These posts appear to be a little thinner than a lot of the goals that I've seen. I don't know if a player could actually run through those or a ball might dislodge it, but a little bit thinner piping than we normally see as a foot is put into it by Jackson deep into Sereno West territory. Surrounded there by Osborne. He works it around, sends it out in the far side. Off the defender, comes right back. Good hustle. Little switch up there. It's going to be kicked through by Valenzuela. No relation to Fernando. Kicked out to the side. That'll be a throw. My first question to Coach Hector Aguilar was to see if Valenzuela might possibly be related to Fernando. Said no, but his dad resembles him a little bit. Fernando, the great left-handed pitcher for the Dodgers. Throw in. Dangerous spot here. Sereno West, however, turns and clears it out. That was Osoris, one of the defenders. Quickly down the far side. I believe that's going to be Moya working it across. He's got a little bit of space. A boot from outside. That's going to be high and long. He put a good kick into it. As Jackson was there, however, the ball good 5, 10, 15 feet over. And the heat of the day, we've had a little bit of breeze here. The pitch itself is watered very well. I'm sure it's been warm all week. Very low-cut grass. The ball will run well. And as we saw in Wisconsin, really no one to chase down the balls as they get past the goal. Ball midfield. Good defense there. That was Sally marked up well by the defenders. Ball passed toward the middle. Little break at the top of the box. Finally cleared away by the defense. Controlled in the front by Reyes. Reyes sends it to the near side. A good touch. Sends it forward. That's going to be Rodriguez, the wing player. Down front now to Reyes. Works it in. There's a ball sent into the box. Just a little bit long. And cleared away. Kept in there by, that is Moya. And by the defense corralling him. But again, another opportunity for Sereno West. Jacob Jackson, keeper for Surf Aguilar. Ball worked around back into the midfield. Controlled by Giovanni. Now ball sent to the right. Not really controlled by the defense. Now headed down. Castro. Ball sent across the pitch. Now booted back into the midfield. And the ball controlled there by Sereno West. Long ball sent to the keeper, Jackson. Ball controlled by the defenders. Now sent up the pitch. And a little rush here by Surf Aguilar. Good speed. It'll give and go. Ball booted. That'll go out of play. And set to bring it back into play now is Herrera. There's a fence goal on that end of the field, and so the ball is blocked there. Ball headed around, comes down to the feet of Rodriguez. Reyes and Rodriguez working a little give and go. Back to Reyes. Inside the box. The defender goes down, and we have a foul. And that will go back to Surf Aguilar. A little bit too physical in there. I believe that was Reyes. May have extended his arm, and the defender went down. So ball will be put back in play by Jacob Jackson. Jackson, a large keeper. Looks like he could be a linebacker or a defensive lineman. Power forward in basketball. He's just a big athlete in the goalkeeper position. Ball booted far on the far side. It's hard for us to see how close that is to the line. The official on the right, the assistant referee on that side, points the way of Surf Aguilar. Side. A little fight for it there. Ball sent toward the middle. Really no one there, however, to receive it. Good physical and active play going on. Both teams aggressive. Only real threat, we had a couple of shots near the goal. No real shot on goal. We did have a corner taken by Sereno West. And the ball quickly brought the other way. The defense, Surf Aguilar, now picks it up. Said Surf in the black. There's a ball into the box. And corralled there by Herrera. Sent outside to Rodriguez. Rodriguez working down the side is Diaz. Anthony Diaz sends it to Rodriguez. He's going to try to cut toward the midfield. Back toward the corner. Good move there. He'll kick it in. See if he can receive it. It's going to be caught up by Jackson. A little bit of a rush. It seems the Sereno West team likes to work on this right side. Get a lot of work from the players on this right side, Rodriguez as well as Reyes. And if you look at Reyes, he has goals in this tournament. Brian Hernandez, 3. He will be a substitute. Richie Chacon, 3 goals. And Herman Lopez Ortiz has scored 5. 4 of the top scorers in this division on this Sereno West team. So, very potent offensive team, yet to cross the line of the goal thus far. Giovanni sends it forward. Reyes, he's onside. He'll bring it in with a little space. He gets away from the defender. Nice tackle there by the defense, taking the ball away and dispossessed him right there in front of the box. Good play by the defense. That's going to be Rebolledo trying to corral it, and good pressure put on by Sereno West. Fight on the far side. Let's see what the referee says. It'll come back this way. It'll be Surf's ball. Surf Aguilar, once again, head coach Hector Aguilar out of San Diego, taking on the Phoenix, Arizona, Sereno West, Chelsea. Head coach Benjamin Morales. That ball will be thrown in. Sereno West, as you've just joined us in the white uniforms, probably much more desired today in this heat than the black uniforms being worn by Surf Aguilar. Ball high in the air. It'll be bounding around in midfield. Let's see who controls. Nice job there, putting it down on the pitch. Ball in the middle, sent out towards the right, intercepted and sent the other way. Quickly in. A quick offensive threat here coming forward, and that's going to be Sally. He's going to bring it back out front. Rodriguez there, however. He'll intercept and take it the other way. Little space out in the middle there for Moya. On the far side, a race by 2 number 11s. That was Gasca for Surf and Chacon for Sereno West. Hustling over there. Ball back to defense, a lot of space. Good footwork there by Rebolledo. Ball in the middle. He works it around. Tell these players have worked together. They know where they're supposed to be. They put the ball there to their teammates, expecting them to be in that spot. And that one's going to trickle out. It'll be a throw the other way. And the Sereno, actually Surf Aguilar players did not really agree with that. However, referee did not waver. Said he knew which way it was going. It will go. Little indecision here on the throw. Ball picked up there. Batted around, now settles to the turf. Near side, that's Giovanni. He'll put a shot in there, and that's going to be wide left. Pitch seems to be a little bit shorter. I know that's probably not the case, but just the perception of this field is that it's a little bit shorter than you're up on that goal very quickly after you come across midfield. So we see coming in. There are games going on, matches behind us across the way. Games that will be going on. The U19 groups finished yesterday. There'll be 10 groups finishing out today. At least 10. There will be 10 that will be televised. Ball way out on the far side. Once again, no real help out there for the players to track down those balls as they go out of bounds. So on occasion, it'll take a while to get that ball back into play. Ball headed right back out of bounds again. None of those fans are going to get out from under those sun umbrellas. They're going to stay right there. It'll be a throw in. Looks like right at midfield. Surf. They'll control it. A little space there as Gia sends it to the near side. As Gijon sends it forward, and Castro works it in on this left side, the near side. Marked up well. Ball at the top of the box. Trying to turn with it now. Chipped in. It's headed away. Back to the feet of Surf. Nice shot. That's going to be a little wide to the left. It was hard to tell from this angle how close it would be, as Castro loaded up with the right foot and went a little bit to the left. That ball chased down by a young fan, and the keeper, Herrera, appreciates that. A few fans all the way around this pitch, some up on the hill. Beautiful location here out in Boise, Idaho. I know the folks are listening and watching from San Diego and Phoenix areas, and possibly all around the World Wide Web. That ball chested to the ground. Little hold there in the middle. That'll be whistled by the referee, and a little chat with the Surf player. Referee taking control very quickly. And there's a ball on the pitch. Let's see if the assistant ref on the side the attention before the ball's put in play. I think that ball came from another match, actually. What a kick. Speaking of that, here's a ball sent into the box on a free kick. It's a little bit wide left. No one really there to receive it. So I'm sure Coach Morales would like to see them do a better job when you have that opportunity. Coach Aguilar getting excited with his players. I told him his voice, he needs to be on the microphone. He said his great accent, voice squeaks. So we've all been there. Ball chipped into the box, and it's pushed down. It's going to be cleared away by the good job there. We'll get that number for you as they work it up this near side. That was a great opportunity for Surf. Now they take it away once again. Castro working it in. He'll take it down the left-hand side. Julian Castro. Well, and the ball just taken away. He's dispossessed right there in the corner. And good hustle there by the larger player, as that is Ortiz. Ortiz has 5 goals. Really haven't called his name that much, but a very tall player. And forward, that one lost out. A little bit of sloppy play here on the near side, loses possession. Quick touch there to Rodriguez, number 15. Back out in front, that's going to be Rebolledo working it around. The defense takes it away. Back on defense, that was Zatarain with a nice defensive play. Looks like he's the quarterback, the mid-back on the defensive end for Sereno West. And the ball sent up the side, but it'll be out of bounds. Over the sideline, it'll be a throw-in for Surf. And back out again. Trying to find the open person, always trying to move the ball forward. Ball sent to the corner. Let's see if they get it before it gets to the inline. It is sent into the box. Zatarain there, and he'll clear it away. Zatarain been Johnny on the spot on defense. Eliud Santiago Zatarain. Ball down in the corner. Let's see. Looks like that'll be. It looks like this will be a corner. This is the first corner for Surf. And they'll set it up. There was a touch before it went across the end line, obviously. And now this is going to be Jonathan Rebolledo, who will go over there and set it in motion. Looks like he'll be using his left foot in that far corner. Offense and defense set up, and here's the kick. It's high to the back post, punched away. Ball kept in. Now good defense there. Will tip it out of bounds. That's going to be Sally, who is trying to control it. And it looks like we'll have our first substitutes coming up here in just a moment as well. A long throw into the top of the box. Ball controlled now the near side. This is going to be Reyes working up to the middle. Nice ball there. Let's see if Ortiz is loose. He's up at the top of the box, got a little space, working it back to his right, and he puts it in. A good job by Ortiz, his sixth in this tournament. Herman Lopez Ortiz. Nice ball there. And we'll get the exact minute. We'll get you the assist here also, as that was shot in there. Looked like Reyes was part of it as we see the replay here. Nice job as the ball was worked around on the right. They've typically worked on this right side. And looks like we'll have a little timeout here. That was a Sereno West goal by Herman Lopez Ortiz. Looks like we have a water break here because of the heat. And we'll see, we're at the 21st minute. Kind of halfway through. So we've got 21st minute. They stopped it after the goal. So we see the goal once again, the sixth goal of this tournament by Herman Lopez Ortiz. I'm not sure we'll check on the assist. Probably have to check with the coaches to see. I know Reyes was in on that, Rodriguez as well. And working it forward. Always seemed to be working on this right side. That one went back to the left a little bit, and Ortiz, using his ball handling skills, got loose, put it in with the right foot. It was a ball that stayed on the ground and got through. And the play resumes once again. Had a little bit of a water break there with the heat as hard as it is out here, and just pressing. And I even have water arriving here myself. How about that? So fans with the umbrellas out trying to shade themselves, and it's a 1-0 score, Sereno West, with the goal. We believe the assist was from Reyes near the midfield, passing it in to Herman Lopez Ortiz. Ortiz, one of the first times we've called his name, maybe the second time, but a prolific scorer here this week, as he has 6 goals now in this tournament. Once again, the Sereno West team scoring no less than 2 goals in any of their matches. So a good offensive unit as they work it forward. There goes trip there. Referee says play on. Ball moves forward. And I believe that's Reyes working it up, trying to look for Ortiz once again. Ortiz looks out, sees Rodriguez here on the near side. It's going to be a little bit too much pace. He can't get to it. And Ortiz a little bit disgusted with himself. Ortiz, a very tall player, obviously good athletic ability to score that many goals, and he showed it there on that play. Good fighting through, and heading that ball was De Leon. Reyes, also a good goal scorer. Works it over to Moya. Moya traffic. Stays in the air briefly, but Valenzuela clears it away. Picked there by Aguilar. That's Oscar Aguilar. Works it down the side. A missed tackle there. Now he's shoved and taken down. Referee says play on. Ball tapped away. And this time we do have a trip. This will be a set piece. It's going to be about 20 yards outside the bar. About going to be about midway between midfield and the top of the box. So we'll see what the plan is for to push it forward as much as possible. The referee says no, back it up a step. And it looks like the left foot once again, and I'm trying to see if that was Rebolledo. I don't see the number on the back of his jersey, but looks like the Surf team setting up for a set play here. Waiting for the whistle. Here we go. A hard shot up and just over the bar, and a good crack at it. That was a shot that had good pace on it, and I'm waiting for the Surf player to turn around so I can give you the exact name. As a great put in there with the left foot. Good little spin on it. And I believe it is Castro. Julian Castro. And the ball put into play now. That was Rebolledo, number 19. Saw number 9, but that was the other, just half the number. Here comes Reyes. Threat once again, sending it into the scorer, Ortiz. He's got 2 players on him. Gets it back to Reyes, and Mr. Excitement inside is Ortiz. He gets that ball at the top of the box. Get ready for action. Rodriguez on the right. Works it to the center of the pitch. Working through traffic. Maintains possession. Finally tipped away by the 3 defenders right around him. Rebolledo works it up again. Lining it up and putting the long ball in toward the box. Castro in there, but it's taken down by Herrera. Castro rushing in, had 3 white shirts with him. He had a little bit of a advantage, but the big advantage came to Herrera as he grabs it with his hands. Coming down with that one. Substitute who has come in is Johandy Castro. We'll try to give you the substitutes that have come in. Also coming in is Oscar Godinez. Apologies on the pronunciation if that's incorrect. Godinez. Also Gasca now with the ball, working at Ortiz. Ball down the far side. Daluz, who has checked in. That's Joseph Daluz. He's wearing number 7. Officials now still waiting to have a moment where they can get the next substitute in. We mentioned here's a ball to midfield, headed down nicely. That was Garcia. Ball up the far side. That'll go over the line, and it'll be time for the substitution. Referee says to hang on just a moment as let's see who's coming off. Like I said, it's going to be Oscar Godinez. Coming off is going to be number 8, I believe. Let's see here as he comes in to sit down. We only have numbers on the back of these jerseys, so it's a little bit more difficult. It'll be a throw-in on the far side. The substitute who just came in, Godinez. Tosses it in. High toss. It'll go right to the Sereno West players. Ortiz now. He has control to Reyes. Pretty good tandem there. Rodriguez now. He chests it down. Good defense there as they mark up quick. Rodriguez looking for his options. Now takes it back to teammate Carlos. Ball sent back into Rodriguez. Avoids the defender. He's in the box. There'll be a double sliding attempt there. The ball still remaining. And a ball box headed away. Now down. A ball kicked with the right foot and finally cleared out. A lot of action right there in front of Jackson. I'm sure he's not happy with his defense allowing those shots in from that range. Fans on the other side pointing where to go. Love to see the action there. And that's a good job of defense. And looked like he had a foot in on the ball, but then I think he went a little bit further and made contact after that. Maybe excessive contact, and a foul is called. A couple more substitutes preparing to go in. Misael Moreno, as well as Brian Hernandez. Hernandez a good scorer as well. Rodriguez heads that one around. Tipped away by the defense. Fighting for it is De Leon. And it's sent back in by Vasquez. Trying to get some sort of possession here. Sereno West always looking to attack. And they have the attackers. There's Ortiz. Sends it to the far side. Ball sent into the box. That's going to be just out of Reyes's reach. Had the foot up, and it'll be a kick in for Jackson. The big goalkeeper for Surf Aguilar. Once again, your score is 1-0. The score by Herman Lopez Ortiz. He'll be stepping out. He comes out and stepping in. Teammate Brian Hernandez. Yeah, Hernandez is a substitute who comes in for Ortiz. He has 3 goals himself in this tournament. Ortiz with 6. And coming in is the smaller player Moreno. Coming out will be Richie Chacon. So you put a 3-goal scorer in took out 2 players who've scored 9. And that ball out, the flag in the air, pointing the way of Sereno. Sereno now ready to toss it in. I believe that's Vasquez who has subbed in. Reyes fights for it. Comes down, but the defense is there to pick it up. Now going the other way is Moya. Long ball to the left-hand side. The substitute who just came in is Moreno. Fighting over there. Moreno is about 5'2" or 5'3", a very short player, but very quick. Ball on the far side. We see that quickness. It'll be a throw for Surf. Once again, appreciate our camera guys. They're out in that bright sunshine. Get a little suntan time. Kyle Apat and I here under the nice shady tent. Camera guys, we appreciate you. Most of the fans are also in shade that they've brought with them. The big umbrellas. As ball is worked in on the far side. Here's a break. Looks like a little space on the far side. Now moving to the near side. Rodriguez, he's going to work it toward the box. Trying to evade the defender. And I tell you what, he's earned a corner. A good job there. The defenders working on Rodriguez, Reyes, and Ortiz just seem to be a little bit taller and a little bit stronger than some of these defenders. That ball placed. We'll see if we catch the number. Once again, we have numbers on the backs of these uniforms, so sometimes it's difficult for us to catch. A ball high in the box. It's headed, but it's on the far post. It's past the far post, and it'll be out of play. That ball was put in play by Brian Hernandez, who just checked in. These players working very hard, and particularly, as I understand, the midfielders, probably in 4 or 5 miles. And you talk about temperatures 95, 100, 105 out here in Boise. And that is quite a day's work. And they've done this for several days in a row as playing matches 5 days. 6th day of play, long week. Here comes Hernandez working it through. He's knocked down. Referee says play on. Ball sent down the pitch and intercepted in the back by Zatarain. The ever-present mid-sweeper back in the back middle. And the ball to Hernandez. He turns, puts the left foot on it, and there was an offside flag up. And Coach Aguilar not happy with the defense there. There was a break on both ends. There was potential for danger on both sides. The offside taking it away from Sereno. Jackson will move it up to the spot of the infraction. Ball put into play. It's long. It's headed toward the box. That'll go back to Herrera, and he'll move it away from the defender who was. That was Castro, Julian Castro. Ball punted low. That was a low liner. Ball controlled by Sereno, but through ball there. Rodriguez now sends it all the way across, and the streaking Moreno was almost there. The ball goes out. It hits the flag in the corner and goes to the right side of the flag, so it'll be a corner. Like one of my golf shots. Except I hit the flag on the wrong hole. So now we're moving into the 35th minute. About 10 minutes to go here in this half. The corner was low and hard, and it was headed, but headed out of play. Be a throw in by Sereno. Here comes the ball to Zatarain, who has actually moved up a little bit, uncharacteristically, fighting down through the defenders. Good job there by Johandi Castro. A couple players, Julian Castro and Johandi, both probably related. Didn't get that confirmed from the coach, however. Good hustle there by Johandi, who has checked in. Here comes Rodriguez once again. You give him the ball, he's going toward the net. He's fighting the defenders, and the defender wins this one and sends it back out. Here comes Castro once again. Johandi with the ball. He's going to try to work it around the defender. Good job there by Vasquez to clear it away. And the substitute coming in now will be Ricardo Serrano, wearing number 10. And apparently 2 substitutes went in. I don't know. That was a throw. Throw right here in front of Coach Hector. Long throw down the pitch. Tried to head it back, but really nobody there except the defenders. Good job sliding through. Wow, great play there by Oscar Aguilar. That might have been a handball. No call there. Ball sent down the pitch. It's going to be Rodriguez, but it's intercepted by the tall, lanky number 17, Angel Leon. Also known as Angel. This is going to be Giovanni Rodriguez, number 14. He's the midfielder who stays in the midfield most of the time. His brother Giovanni Rodriguez on the outside. The only difference in their name is an I and an E. Giovanni with an I, Giovanni with an E. Let's see if everybody's okay on the far side. Looks like we're going to have our first card of the day. And let's see who the referee goes to. It looks like he's going to the player who's hurting the most. In this case, it's going to be the player from Surf Aguilar. Both players went down hard. Moreno, I believe, was the other player, but drawing the yellow card, it's hard to see from this point. We'll get you that number here in just a moment. Drawing that card, 7th minute. Almost into the 38th now. And still limping. Hurting quite a bit out there. That's Oscar Godinez, one of the... The ball popped away by Jackson. That was another great attempt. Here comes Rodriguez putting the pressure on. He'll earn another corner.
Hey, Ref, how much time you got?
about as, so about, we're at the 38-15 mark, and it will be a corner. This will be put in play. Looks like Hernandez will be the one who puts this one into play. This will be the third or fourth corner that we've seen. As lining it up with the left foot, here we go. Ball put into the box and going up. Nice snag there by Jackson. 2 hands up above his head, right around the bar. And he puts the ball deep. It's going to go bounding back toward the keeper. Headed in there by, that was De Leon, so it was able to be picked up by Herrera. Vasquez sends it forward. Ball controlled there by Hernandez. Sends it to the left side, however, intercepted. This one's picked up by Moreno. Back and forth we go. Sereno is in there. He just subbed in. Fresh legs here near the end of the first half. That one picked up by Valenzuela. Little possession time here for Surf Aguilar as they organize. That ball sent in. And not a real good touch there. Now is a good touch as they maintain possession. Working it across is going to be Castro, Julian Castro. And now Zatarain picks it up. He's the quarterback back there on the defense. Very cool and calm. Ball sent in toward Reyes, but knocked away. Ball chipped on the near side to Johandi Castro. Ball sent in a little bit high above the head of Aguilar. Now coming this way. Vasquez works it over to Giovanni, number 14, on the near side. And the ball is going to go off of Sereno West. It'll be a long throw down the pitch. Headed away by Vasquez. Rodriguez now punts it forward. A big hit there. It was mutual contact, however. The referee says play on, and we do. Rodriguez now puts it right between the legs of his opponent, Valenzuela. A low ball there, sent forward, intercepted by the defense. There we go, ball sent back. Giovanni working it forward, and a little space on the right side. That's going to be Hernandez, little juke here, there. He moves it back to the left-hand side, got a little space, puts the ball down, and it's blocked by Jackson on the left-hand side of the goal. Nice play there. Brian Hernandez, who's come in, and what a weapon to have coming in off the bench. You've got Ortiz, Reyes, scorers for his team. This is going to be a foul called, and that was Johandi Castro. Glad to hear that whistle. And now deciding who's going to put it into play. It's going to be Angel Leon as the players line up near the top of the box. Zatarain giving defensive instruction. And a big part of the deciding where you want to put your defense. That's a low shot that goes in. Zatarain there with the right foot. It's going to be controlled in the box. Chipped out, but really nobody there to follow it up. And then we'll go to halftime. Your score, 1-0. It was the goal. As we look back, I believe it was in the 21st minute by one of the top scorers in this tournament. That was the goal by Herman Lopez Ortiz with the assist from Reyes, from Brian Aceves Reyes. And that makes it 1-0 here as these teams gather. First and foremost, to get a little bit of water. Secondly, to get some instruction for their coach on how to come out in this second half. And so we'll take a break here as well. And we know that you'll stay with us as we have exciting championship soccer action here, the National Championship Series of Region 4. We'll be back. John Peters, Kyle Apad, and our crew, glad you're with us here on the Turbo Sports Network, U.S. Youth Soccer. And a very hot welcome back here to Boise, Idaho Sim Complex. It's the U.S. Youth National Championship Series Regional 4 Championship for the U15 boys. Sereno West out of Phoenix, Arizona, taking on Surf Aguilar out of San Diego, California. And right now it's 1-0 as we see the replay here, as we have our production crew showing us. Nice play that was sent in. Good work inside by Ortiz, working the ball back and forth. The right-hand side keeps a low shot as he worked with left foot, right foot, and then put it in the goal. So that's the only score we've had. That was back in around the 21st minute. And so as we move forward, correct, the assist was by Oliver Moya. Moya with that assist. The ball went from Reyes to Moya, and then he assisted Ortiz on that goal. So we want to give credit where credit is due, and we're ready for action. Good job by all involved here as we get ready. About halfway through, had a little water break. I think they'll do that again here in the second half. Safety a concern, of course, in this kind of heat, and the play is underway. Surf Aguilar in the black with the white trim around the numbers. Sereno West in the white uniforms. It's either a navy or black number. And some really good athletes on both of these squads. Ball sent to the back. That's Godinez. He was a sub in the first period. Hernandez works it left, back to the right, now back left. He's got space. And a good job by the defender as it looked like he had an open shot. Good hustle in there. That is Leonardo Gasca. Did a fine job of defending. That would have been 2-0 early here in the second half. Going down now, picking it up is going to be Moya. And once again, we're giving Reyes that credit. And we're going to have the ball tossed in by Sereno. That was Lance Sally at the high kick. Raised his hand to give, and it's going to be a throw in for Surf Aguilar. Actually, that was Johandi Castro. Ball sent on the far side. That's Garcia. Worked in the midfield. Kicked away there by De Leon. Worked forward. Now, this is a lot of good athletes up front for this Sereno West squad. Moving right to left. Ball sent toward the corner. A little bit of space. Working it out there is Julian Castro. He puts it in the box and now cleared away by the defender who seems to be in charge back there, Zatarain. Gets it up the side. I believe that's Moreno. Sends it up. Moreno, a little small player, a lot of speed. Head rep about when he played. He was small like that. Sometimes he would get knocked down, and the ref just thought it was because he was not as big as the other players. Ball on the far side. Rodriguez dives for it, but it goes on out of play, and actually, believe it or not, a fan helped get that ball back in. Amazing. Most of the fans are huddled up under their umbrellas in the shade. Ball at midfield. Good joust there, taken away by Surf Aguilar. Working with it, but marked tightly. Good tight squads most of the way. Most of the breakaways we've seen have been by Sereno West. Trying to get one started here. Ball to the near side. Now letting it run. He's got quite a bit of space. Working it forward, now down the side. Kicking it back in. That's going to be Johandi Castro. Trying to feed it in. It's just clear. A toss in. That'll be Oscar Godinez. Working it down the line. It went just out. Johandi Castro with that ball just trickled across the line. It'll be a throw in for Sereno. Great facilities here, as we've said, and appreciate the work that's done by the city of Boise city folks here who have made this just a wonderful site for this tournament. Ball inside in the far side. That's going to go in. A right foot comes in from Julian Castro. It was pretty much an unassisted goal. We'll see if there was an assist early on. as it worked up this right side. Both these teams seem to be working in from that right side. And he got free near the top of the right side of the box. Took it to the right, and with the right foot, he puts it in.
Ball inside and the far side, that's going to go in.
So good chance to see that play. And as a celebration, that ties this match. That was in the right around the 44th minute. Now you got to remember they're at half here, so about the 4th minute of the second half. That score ties it up, 1-1. That ball just inside the left post, and down there Herrera diving, trying to stop it. Jackson clears it away. So both goals having been scored in this match, having been scored on the right side as we're facing it. Ball works around in the middle of the pitch. That's Joseph DeLuz. Little jab step at it and taken back down by Rebolledo. Ball sent in again. The pressure's still on. And once again, an opportunity that's hit away by Zatarain. Sereno, little pesky player in there on defense as well. He pushes that one away. Working is Reyes. It's taken away by Garcia. And whatever Coach Hector Aguilar had to say at halftime must have been very potent, because this team has come out. It's a different team here in the second half. Ball in again. That one tapped away Zatarain. It'll be a corner for the black shirts of Surf Aguilar. Staff making sure that each player is staying hydrated. We're making sure our producer, Kyle Apad, is hydrated here as well. Got to keep those brain cells working. I need throat cells working there, so that water is good. And it'll be a corner. This will be taken by Rebolledo. Opportunity for this team that was down. Most of the first half was dominated by Sereno West, I guess you could say. But Surf Aguilar has come out a different team. That ball headed just over the top of the bar. And holding his head down there, thinking he had an opportunity. And a great ball put in there by Rebolledo. As the team, and we're going to see as they turn here the number of the player that was right inside. Actually, Aiden Osborne, who was up in the right spot and couldn't get on top of it. It just be about 10, 12 inches, maybe a foot and a half over that bar. Here comes the kick from Herrera. Surf Aguilar really putting the pressure on. They head that one back in. So Herrera kicks it out once again. And quickly, Surf Aguilar gets possession. They're going to turn the other way. They send it down. That pass is errant and out of bounds. As I'm looking at Alan Herrera, I'm looking at his number whenever he turns around. It looks like it's 190. I'm not sure if that's correct, but got the bright yellow. We have him listed as 00. Here's a throw in. That one's sent in by Godinez, who had the yellow card earlier. Came up gimpy, but right now he looks pretty solid. Fourth referee giving some guidance here on the sideline. It's going to be Garcia. Works it into the midfield, a little bit of space. Through ball there. And Zatarain comes away with it. He'll put the high ball out. It's snatched away by Leon. Angel Leon puts it out of play. Vasquez will take the throw. Vasquez throws it in. Played there by De Leon. Long ball sent in to the feet of Garcia. And now coming the other way. Looks like a race to the ball, and that'll be won by Herrera. So Herrera really getting the pressure here in the second half. He is number 190 on his jersey. Ball kicked down by Vasquez. A little bit of a break here if they can control it. That's going to be Hernandez, who has stayed in. And I think Ortiz may still be on the bench. We'll see. have not called his name here in the second half. Working it up on the far side, tackling, diving, and still maintaining possession until that last moment was Sereno. Here comes Rodriguez trying to get back in the play. Ball forward once again. Very quickly we go the other way. Defense trying to stop it. Zatarain now punches it away. A lot of space here for Moreno. Now back to the left-hand side. He's working around Godinez. Godinez puts the arm in there. Ball sent toward he turns. He can't get a foot on it. And now there's a kick that's going to go wide right. A shot from straight on. And we'll try to give you that number here in just a moment. I believe that was either 15. That may have been Giovanni Rodriguez, the midfielder, number 14 it was. And I did not even ask the coach if they were brothers. I assumed they probably were. Must not be brothers. Same exact name, spelled a little differently. Giovanni with a GI and one with a GE. 14 and 15. And a foul. It'll go the way of Sereno West. Zatarain with the bright neon. I can't tell if that's pink or orange or a combination. He's going to play the ball around a little bit. Now sent toward the middle. There's Giovanni. We just talked about him. Taken away. That's going to be Osborne who puts it down the pitch. Come back the other way. As you can see, we're in the 10th minute of the second half. Once again, 40-minute halves. Around the 20-minute mark or so, they'll take a little bit of a break here with the heat. Moreno hustling in, left side of the box. Godinez puts it down. Good ball there, sent forward to Johan de Castro. Now sent up the pitch toward Osborne. He's rushing back, but Zatarain beats him there. Zatarain clears it out and then gets back in his deep center back position. Ball moved around. There's a little bit of a, talk about the pitch. There's a little bit of a pitch on the side of this field that obviously for drainage, but it also affects that ball running out of play. Let's see if that's going to be a corner. It is. Another corner here in the second half for Surf Aguilar. Once again, pretty much dominated in the first half by Sereno. But Coach Hector must have had a great speech at halftime, and the team has regrouped and realized this is it. Only the winners will advance to the national tournament in this particular match. There are other matches throughout the day where both teams are already guaranteed a spot. But in this particular match, the winner will move on. The loser will not. High ball into the box. Headed around, punched out of there. Going to be chased down by Surf. Surf all the way back to midfield, and they'll take it all the way back, and hustling back will be Jackson. That ball almost got a little bit too far past him, a little bit close to that goal line. Heartbeats were racing just for a second there. The coaching staff of Sereno working on this near side. That's Castro, Johandi. Ball taken away. Nice job there by number 3 on there is De Leon, Alessandro De Leon. Good hustle. Hernandez hustling up. That's Giovanni. Number 14, Rodriguez. Vasquez works it forward. Good quick feet. Works it to Reyes. Works out toward the right side. He'll send it out to Vasquez with a little space. And a good job by the defender getting in the way of that shot was Joseph Deleuze. Our referees, as we were discussing, are from all over the West. We talk about the Far West region, Alaska, Oregon, Washington, California. Ball sent toward the box. We have an offside flag up, however, so that'll be Jackson putting it into play. I think each region has about 12 or 13 states. This region obviously going all the way to Hawaii and Alaska. over to Montana, all the way down to New Mexico, and everything in between. So a lot of great soccer in this far west region. Vasquez fighting on the far side, a little joust there, and it'll be a throw in. I believe it'll be a throw in on the far side. Referee doing a good job of maintaining control, and I'm sure a highly competitive atmosphere, very intense now, especially tied 1-1. Ball cleared away by the defense. That's Aguilar. Excuse me, that was De Leon. Aguilar, number 3 for Surf. Sereno's number 3 is Alessandro De Leon. Once again, our referees in the middle, Julian Arias, Bennett Savage on the side, Evan Fisher also assistant ref. Long ball picked up by Jackson. Tony Johnson, our 4th official, right here assisting us here at the table, letting us know time and letting us know a little more about scores, helping us out with fouls and any other information that we might need. Ball at the midfield. Godinez sends it across. Godinez sends it all the way to the far side via his teammate Garcia. Good job there of turning. Little space. Working down now, slowing up, cutting it back in to the mid section. Ball in the box and a shot that's blocked. Another good opportunity. And once again, Julian Castro is the dangerous player here in this second half for Surf Aguilar. He has the goal back in the 4th minute of the second half, 44th minute of the match. And our substitute getting ready to come in for Surf is going to be Oscar Aguilar. Coming in for Sereno is going to be Richie Chacon. He'll come in for Moreno. Sereno doing a good job of hustling out there on defense as well as offense. A little smaller player, but a lot of fight. Drew a yellow card from Godinez. And a back click by the heel, and that was unsuccessful, however. Now coming quickly the other way. Moya knocked off the ball. And having just checked in, right at work is going to be Aguilar. Godinez on the near side. Aguilar, they try to send it back in there. Guess who? It would have been Julian Castro putting the pressure. And as that ball is chased down, we'll remind you once again, our score 1-1. And in the case that there is a tie, we'll go into extra time, which will be 2 15-minute periods. And if the issue is still undecided at that point, then we will go to penalty kicks. So trying to get the ball back into play, and I'm sure the clock will be stopped briefly here. Almost had to go to the second ball. Ball that went over onto the other field in the match that was in play. And here we go, back at it. Might have been a handball there, no call. And he puts a high ball into the box. It's headed, and that's going to be corralled in there by Herrera. Herrera hollering out instructions to his teammates. Listening in a little bit at the half, it was interesting that the Sereno West coaches talking a lot about defense, and they came out and had a little bit of trouble there as Surf scored right away. Now trying to rebound and put their attack back in order. Rodriguez on the far side, that one gets away from him. A little bit of a breeze, welcome here. The ball is thrown in, having really no effect on the play, except possibly a second or two of relief. Ball deep in their own zone. Now Surf will move it forward. They've got a lot of space. A long ball.
It is. They restarted it like a year or so ago.
headed back the other way, and a little bit of space right down the line right here in front of us. And we got a foul in the back. Looked like we're going to have a yellow card. It looks like Hernandez, something happened behind the play. And I'll tell you what, I am impressed that the referee saw that. That was an impressive play, as going down hard for Surf was Leonardo Gasca. Hernandez gets the yellow card, but it was well behind the play, but the referee was right on top of it. And so he had a little chat, and the yellow card is given. Ball put in play, a long boot to the far side. That's going to be picked up. Rodriguez scoots right around the defense. It's in the open area. And keeping it in play. Good job there by number 11, who was just down. Gasca right back up and works on it. Ball booted away. Flicked into the box. It's going to be a little bit of a rush here. And that's Hernandez. He could not get a ball. You know, actually that yellow card was on Reyes. I was talking about Hernandez. He's number 9. It was Brian Reyes who got the yellow card, and the contact in the back there with number 11, Leonardo Gasca. And we got another Surf Aguilar player down. Let's see if he's able to get back up and regroup. Ball sent to the far side as he runs off that hit to the ankle, it looked like. It's going to be a ball that's 50-50, won by Surf. Osborne takes it back to his teammate Godinez. He's looking for his options. Sends it down the line, touched, and brought back in. Now Godinez with the interception takes it the other way. A little space. Through ball, and looks like the offside flag was up, way up the field. A lot of opportunity wasted right there. Had a good chance. And looks like we're going to have a little bit of a break here for the timeout for water, for the safety break in the heat. So we'll take about a 30-second break as well and be right back with you. John Peters here with you at the Region 4 championships in the National Championship Series. It's score tied right now. Sereno West 1 and Surf Aguilar 1. Well, as we get back into it, we were just discussing how the intensity level has risen, maybe along with the temperature as we move through this match. We took a little break there at about the 21-minute mark of the second half. And so 20 minutes remain in regular time. As that ball chipped out of bounds, that'll be Surf with the throw-in. And it'd probably be smart if the coach had a couple of the substitutes able to chase down those balls, save the energy for the players on the pitch. Throw in. That's going to be headed back toward midfield. Little space. Chip back, and Ortiz has checked in. And a big wrestling match right here in the middle. And we'll see if this case, it's going to be on the receiving side was Gasca with Ortiz. That was a nice takedown. 2 points in the wrestling world. This will be a set piece just inside the midfield line, probably a couple yards You can see that. Going to be Moya, Oliver Moya, who will put it in play. Here he goes. Low shot, nice and hard, headed back out toward midfield. Castro puts it back, and he's taken down the near side. Double team, taken down, and the referee says play on. That ball tapped out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Sereno. Referee right on top of it. Godinez now works. A lot of pressure. And ball stays in. Good ball there. Kept it about a yard inside the line. Working down the pitch is Reyes. He's still fighting. Out. And the referee right here in front of us saw that, and it'll be a throw-in. Let's see if they'll do the long throw in the box. No, it's a quick one. A very short one, but it'll be a kick into the box, and really no one there. Reyes a little bit perturbed that maybe no one was rushing in with the potential deflection. Ball to the near side. Tip there. The black uniforms have to be pretty hot. It doesn't matter what color, I guess, today, but the black uniforms, I would be preferable. The white would be really nice as opposed to the black. Here we go. Black uniform Surf moving forward. Down the near side, that's going to be fight here right about 2 yards inside the line. And finally, Richie Chacon comes away with it. And let's see what the referee says. He's going to have a little chat. I don't think he's going to. Yeah, he is going to reach for the card. And he's going to book De Leon. I'm sorry, not De Leon. That was Oscar Aguilar. He gets the yellow card for excessive play, physical play from behind there. Coming in now is going to be Jorge Gijon. Gijon, a defender. He's wearing number 8. A lot of substitutes coming in and out right now because of the, obviously because of the heat. Nice breeze blowing for about 2 seconds. Ball kept in. A little pressure here on the far side. Rodriguez hustling in. That'll be going toward the corner. And they're going to see it's going to be a corner for Sereno. Sereno will put it in play. It's going to be Oliver Moya. Moya will put it in play, and we'll see what this set piece results in, as we have not had too many. Zatarain even moves into the box. It's a low, hard shot, and the kick right out of the air. A one-timer, the right foot of Reyes, but it's about 10 yards above the net. You saw Zatarain, Eliud Zatarain, all the way into the box. He's a chief defender, really the sweeper in the back. Working up the pitch. It looks like Jackson's going to try to put it way down. He gets up under that one. Headed toward the near side. Ball settled now, put back at midfield. Giovanni, number 14. Sends it over to Giovanni, number 15. Rodriguez with the ball. Works it toward teammates in the midfield. Ball chipped around. Defense trying to get it out. Don't quite clear. Here's a ball in front of the net. It's going to be Hernandez working his way through. He goes down. It looks like 2 knees hit together.
One more time, ref. What do you got?
And we've got a whistle there. And it looks like as Hernandez went into the box that his knee and someone else's knee hit straight on, and he's still feeling the impact there. As Jackson will put it in play. Jacob Jackson, the big solid keeper. It wasn't the keeper that Hernandez collided with, but it was a collision right there at the top of the box. Ball low. Sent out. And not a real good play there. Jackson just turning it right back over. And taken away. Here comes Surf. Surf is up. moving forward and could use several puns there. They surf a wave of players coming through. And it's really been the tale of two halves. First half, Sereno dominating. Second half, Surf coming back and doing the same. Pretty even here the last few minutes. But coming out to start this second half. And here comes Castro once again. Julian Castro working it in. It's going to be earning a corner as he kicks that one off the defender, Osores. And we'll see who goes down to put this ball into motion. And one of these corners, you just have to think the odds are there's going to be a corner where somebody breaks free in that box. And that's exactly what Coach Hector Aguilar is hoping. That's going to be Jonathan Raballedo. He's going to put it into play. They have a mix of, as a shot as we see it come in, punched away. Good job by Herrera. A mix of Spanish and English instruction. Sometimes we can pick it out, sometimes we can't. Ball sent into the box, and Herrera will be there. Really nobody there to threaten. Coach Aguilar not happy about that as he throws a couple of his cards on the ground. It's a lot of passion here in this tournament from both sides, the coaches, the players, the fans. Those of you watching, I know friends, fans, family members would love to be here. And we're glad that you can join us in this way. We try our best to give you the full picture here as you're watching. You don't have the heat, obviously, and that's probably a good thing. Ball kept on the ground by Vasquez on the far side. Working it toward the midfield. Now Giovanni sends it in. That's going to be worked around. Looks like that's Hernandez. We got a handball. This is going to be a dangerous set piece just outside the box. And referee calling the handball. And the fourth official asking the coach if he wants to go ahead and sub now or after the kick. And looks like they'll go ahead and make the substitution right now. This is going to be Oscar Arana, A-R-A-N-A, Arana. Oscar comes in, and he'll be back on defense. As we see the ball placed down, that's going to be placed there by Moya. Had the assist in the first half. And he's going to hustle in. Here's the kick. He runs right past, and the shot wide left. A little trickery there. And the ball stayed right on the ground. I believe that was Reyes who actually took the shot. A little bit perturbed now. The Sereno West comes back with their heads down, like the motivation of that missed opportunity deflates them a little bit. As Jackson puts it into play, let's see if Surf can take advantage. Ball sent on the near side. Castro sends it down toward the corner, racing down into the corner. He gets around the defense, sends it into the box. Nobody there, and everybody overran that one as the pass went behind the two players that had a good crack at it. But a good threat once again from this Surf team. Ball plays on as the advantage was not lost. There was a good contact, but play now out in front. Ball sent to the far side. That's Giovanni Rodriguez. Let's see who it went off of. It's going to be a goal kick. And the referee blows the whistle, says it will be. Kick from the keeper. Jackson will place the ball on the ground. And puts it deep. Good long ball, but he's tended to pull that ball off to the far side and kick it out of bounds. Not something you like to see in this situation. And here comes Rodriguez once again, surrounded by three black shirts. Sends it down the side toward Reyes. Throw in for Sereno. It'll be Vasquez running all the way across the field to go get the ball. I can't imagine running 5 yards, much less 50, and then you have to turn and throw it in. These guys are in shape. We've got San Diego. We've got Phoenix, Arizona. They're used to heat. Ball sent back in. That'll be a kick out of the box. As we move to the 74th minute here, we will go to 80 minutes. There might be some injury time then added on. If score is tied, we'll go extra time, 30 minutes, 15 each way. Ball on the pitch, coming forward, controlled on the far side. That ball's going to be right on the edge of the box. Now worked back up to the top. Good defense there as Rodriguez still with a lot of energy. That ball must have just trickled over the line on the far side. Ball thrown in. Lining it up. Here's the kick into the top of the box. That's going to be Julian Castro now outside the box. He's taken down and says play on. It was just in the edge of the box. Everybody up hoping for the foul called in the box. No call as the ref said, hey, not worthy of the foul in that situation. Ball headed back toward midfield. Settled. Now trying to mount another rush. Turning now. Going is Joseph Deleuze. Works through traffic. Leaps over a defender. He still maintains control. Now sends it into the top of the box. Here's Castro. Let's see what he does. He works it to the right. Works it down toward the end line. Now sends it back in the box. And Zatarain there, the defender. Zatarain rushing up this near side. That's uncharacteristic of the mid-back defender. He now hustles back into position. He was hoping to have some sort of a break there. That was interrupted. That's going to be Raballedo with a collision there with Giovanni. Ball sent forward. Almost gets through. Clicked at the last second there by the defense. Forward, headed back in. Headed back and forth, and that's going to be a foul as Ortiz is wiped out by Gasca. Gasca's been on several big collisions, and yet he's taken a few and he's given a few. This will be Moya who put it into play. Moya sends it low off the head of the defender. Now work to the left. Back around and send it in the box. It's going to be a header, and it's going to be just left. And a great try. What a pass and a cross into the far post. And a header that just trickled out to the left-hand side of the post. Good job there by Richie Chacon as he worked it in. Chacon has 3 goals in this week-long tournament. 4 for Reyes, 3 for Hernandez, 3 for Chacon, and now 6 for Ortiz. Ball that's coming right here toward us. And trying to avoid any sort of collision with metal. 4th referee helping out. Hernandez. Little decoy there. In play is going to be Osborne. Osborne works it forward. There's a long ball. That's going to be a little too long, however. Too much pace. Takes it all the way into the waiting arms of Herrera. Herrera wearing the bright yellow jersey with the number 190. Ball sent from midfield. Not settled very well to clear it out. Nice job there. Ball taken in midair. Sent forward. Ball worked on the right side. Here comes Castro once again. Julian working it in, probably trying to earn the corner. Now he gets control. Takes it into the box. A right foot. Gets past, and it's going to be a score off the rebound. That was a shot from Castro. And it was sent in, we'll see on the far side as the dog pile takes place. As players celebrating. It was a nice kick there from Castro once again, who had the goal earlier. And we'll see if we can tell who is celebrating out here as we come back across. And key there was the deflection off of the hand of Herrera. He got out there with one hand, deflected it, and right in the right position. And we're going to see, we'll get you the number of that player who scored that goal. So right now your score 2-1. That score coming right near the end of this match in the 39th minute of this second period. And that goal was Oscar Aguilar, the coach's son, I'm guessing. I didn't confirm that earlier. But, oh, what a play. And you saw the celebration that took place. I'm sure that'll add another minute or two to this match. But right now, Surf up here for Sereno West for them to have an opportunity as the ball is batted around and cleared out. And that's what the defense will do. Anytime they can get to that ball, they're going to try to clear it out. You'll see the white shirts hustling as much as they can, trying to put some pressure on here in the last minutes. We'll see how much. Looks like we've got 3 minutes added of extra time. So about 3 minutes to go, maybe 2.5, 3 minutes to go here as extra time is given. Ball sent into the box. Going to be out, and it gets by everybody. So coming forward, here comes Deleuze, right back to him. He now sends it forward. They're trying to. On, here comes the ball forward. Cleared out ever so briefly. Now ball inside, Ortiz. There's the man with the plan. He's the big scorer. Right now down to about 2 minutes. Ball sent into the box. Nobody there, however. And Jackson will secure. He'll take it and he'll punt it as far as he can. Trying to get it away from danger. And once again, a ball that comes down the near side. Hustling back is Oscar Aguilar. Good hustle. He gets that ball. He'll just maintain control. And now it's kicked out. It'll be a throw-in, and that ball goes way over by the other field. That'll take another few seconds off the clock. Down to about 1 minute and 15 seconds here as extra time was given. They gave each coach is informed that there were 3 extra minutes given. Everybody wants to know how much time as this match comes to a close. And right now we're blocked to see what was exactly going on as the last minute here. Really no time to waste if you're Sereno West. Down the last 45 seconds. Ball moving forward. And on the near side, Chacon has a little bit of space. They're going to send it back outside. It's going to be Giovanni tipped around. He's going to send it back in. Working it against the defense. Trying to keep it in play. Ball sent into the box. And it's cleared away by the defense. There, Vasquez will settle it. He'll put it back in. Ball sent into the box. Ball trips away. That's Rodriguez. He'll send it in. And a ball that's bounding around, trying to settle it enough to get a shot. Zatarain has moved completely into the box from his defensive position. And now we hear the whistle, and the celebration begins for Surf Aguilar as they take this Far West Region Championship. And you see the celebration, and it was a goal by Oscar Aguilar on Surf Aguilar of San Diego, California. A goal that took place late in that second half, around the 74th, 78th minute. We'll have to get the exact minute on that, but what a match as both of these teams worked as hard as possible. Coaches shaking hands, players gathering and shaking hands, and you know that they have played hard these last 5-6 days, match day after day after day. And the reward is for one of these two teams to move on to the national championships, Region 4 champions. And the 2 goals scored, one by number 9. That was Julian Castro here in the second half. And then late in the second half, the goal by Oscar Aguilar. And you can give Castro an assist on that one as it deflected off the keeper. And early on, you had the goal in the first half from Ortiz for Sereno. So once again, celebration continues here. We want to thank you for joining us. We hope that you've enjoyed this action in your cool abode wherever you might be. I'm sure it's a lot cooler than we are here. And we thank you for joining us here. It's the U.S. Youth National Championship.